Welcome to another episode of the Realty Talk with SANETI Realty. And today we have our guest is one of our top producers in the office, Miss Elsa Garcia. Elsa, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me today. I'm excited to talk about the brokerage and the SANETI difference.
Thank you. I'm excited to have you here, and I'm excited for this podcast. Right, something new, a new enterprise, a new adventure, and we're very happy. The whole office is very happy having this space to communicate with you and to share experiences. So let's start. Elsa, you've been in SANETI for how long?
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Mm-hmm. Why you said is the difference between us and other brokerages out there?
Well, there's a lot of differences. I think one of the key differences is that we have an accessible broker. So that's important in being able to ask questions, find out, collaborate, and having an in-house broker also allows us to become informed and stay top of mind with the different changes to the contracts and situations like those.
Okay. When we talk about a broker, well, we're talking about in-house broker because some offices here in the Valley doesn't have an in-house broker, right? And it makes a difference. Also, we are right now we are 25 agents, right?
About so, yes.
And I don't know, you maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so. We all have a good relation. We support each other. And of course, some of our agents are more in the office, some not that much, but it's a good group, right?
I think it's an excellent group. We have a lot of trust within the agents. We have a lot of collaboration, especially during our Wednesday meetings where we're able to talk about what each of us have going on in terms of our transactions and being able to assist each other with anything that is going on within our clients or listings that we have. Mm-hmm.
So what you said is what we do best in SANETI, because this first episode in English, I want the people who's looking at us in our YouTube channel to know what we do, right? So, of course, like real estate brokers, we support sellers, buyers, investors, developers, but there is something different that we have, in our either systems, software, training that help you guys as agents make a difference.
Yes, I think structure and collaboration, the tools that we as our broker have accessible for us, from CRMs to social media to even this that we're doing right now, being able to collaborate with each other within the brokerage. That is, again, a key difference that sets us apart as a brokerage, just in comparison to other brokerages where I've been or other our agents have been and they've shared with us. But I think a lot of the systems that we have, again, as I mentioned, CRM, social media, marketing, lead generations that you offer for us make a key difference. But even just being able to have access to an office without any additional fees also is, I think, a key difference within our brokerage. Being able to make copies and having a meeting room of office space for ourselves as agents just to work and collaborate, but also where to bring our clients.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think it's important what you're saying, because some people that maybe have experience working with another realtors here in the Valley, they maybe think that this is normal. But yes, there is some big franchises that they offer all this, but we are not a big franchise. We are independent, a small office, you want to call it like that. Mm-hmm. Some people say a boutique office. So for that, with that being said, that you said, I think so our office offers all that support to our agents that translate to a better service to our customers, right?
And with that also, I think it's important to point out that we are also transaction fees. So once we cap or meet our transactions, our cap transactions, the services are still available at a lesser cost.
And that's important for any other agents that are looking at us in this podcast. Is you planning to make a move in your career? Here, SANETI Realty thinks it's a good opportunity for you guys. So, Elsa, tell me, you've been doing real estate for what, over 5 years?
6.
6 years.
6 years.
And you came on board to SANETI back in 2023, if I'm not wrong.
I believe so.
And then you start your team. Why? What was how this idea about your team? You know.
So I used to do mentorship at my previous brokerage, and that program just evolved into leadership. So I have an extensive background just in education and teaching and coaching, just in the various careers that I've had. And so that's something that I truly enjoy, and I was already doing. And so I just transitioned it over into my team that I have, and I have a successful team. I have great agents, in part because of all the systems that we have in place, and then in part because of the leadership that I'm able to provide to my agents, and then in part because of the agents that we have that are just intrinsically motivated and producing. Mhm.
And I like what you just mentioned about you having all these different careers, because not everybody, but out of our 25 agents, but everybody have a different background. Like we have somebody who was in construction, you know, talking about money,
Mhm.
he knows how to do all that stuff. We have people who's been in TV or marketing, like Jacqueline, other agents. So I think so. We have. Skills or expertise, you say that
Mhm.
like that in English, that working all together, all these adds for to the benefits of our customers, right? What they can expect from us as an office and has a team. Because at the end of the day, whoever hired you to sell a property, or whoever is looking for a house is working with you directly, but also is in one way or another have the support of 25 agents that are in the office, right? And the
Correct.
broker.
Absolutely. Which takes me back to the, what we were talking about when we come together every Wednesday and we're able to collaborate, and we have that trust and that relationship within ourselves as agents, which translates into better client and customer service.
Okay, so now going a little more detail of what we do, the services that we offer. So, and what we maybe also be different like other offices. Uh, let's say that I'm a homeowner. I want to sell my house, and I call you, uh, Elsa. What I should hire you to sell my house? What you are different to somebody from another office?
So I know that within our office, we participate in different MLSs. So we have greater exposure to our listings from the San Antonio to the Corpus to the Island and the RGV MLS.
Let me interrupt you. Sorry, for the people who's looking at us and they don't know what is an MLS. What is MLS?
It's the multiple listing service. It is where agents are able to promote listings to other agents. And from there, we have, of course, the IDX feed, which goes into all of the online platforms, Realtor, Zillow, and so forth. And so within our office, because we already participate in so many different MLSs, it gives greater exposure to our listings, right? And so we also have other other listing services within our international community, which I think is also something that sets us apart and is able to market. We're able to market our properties
We talk about
more often.
AMP, MLS, and Real, right?
Yes.
You want to explain what is Real?
Realm is a platform for properties that are $500,000 or greater. It is also a platform where buyers are screened prior to even being able to participate and search in that platform. So it's an extensive platform that is actually worldwide, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're correct. And that's a platform that, as far as I know, we are the only ones that are members here in the Valley because it's through invitation. So we're grateful that one of our partners in Mexico invited us to be part of Realm. So like you said, yes, we are members of five MLSs, right? Plus we have the access to Omni, that is MLS from Mexico, from AMPI, and Realm. So how this will translate to the seller, you know, in us moving their property.
It gives us a direct line of contact with agents that are outside of our area. We're able to let other agents know. We're able to pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, we have this property. And we're also able to do some reverse prospecting outside of the area. So with reverse prospecting, we're able to know which client from a particular brokerage has looked at our property, at our listing. So then we're able to contact them directly, the agent, and let them know, hey, one of your clients is interested in our property, and be able to make that direct contact with an agent.
That's correct. So we already talked about the exposure on the different MLSs and websites out there. The ELSA team, the ELSA G
Realty Group.
Realty Group. Um, what else do you do different? That has a team that could impact the sale of a house.
So with our team, we're 5 agents, and each of us we each have a distinct background, which then facilitates an overall marketing for our properties. So when you're listing with one of us, you're listing with the 5 of us because each of us will make an effort to promote the property. We collaborate with each other within our open houses, our social media, our direct contact, our reverse prospecting. So within our group, we're able to reach different populations. So we have one of our agents, her expertise is the foreign nationals, for example. We have another agent whose expertise is a particular population of clients. We have my expertise or my line of marketing, which is a different group of people. So when clients list with us, we each individually target our populations to get greater exposure for our properties.
Perfect. And also, like in SANETI Realty, we have people who help us in the marketing. I know you and your team, you have somebody who do videos, pictures, very nice productions for social media, right?
Yes, so each of our properties gets treated the same, whether it's a $50,000 property or $1 million property. We offer the professional photos, we offer the professional videos, of course, all the other marketing that comes with listing a property. But regardless of the price point, all of our listings are treated the same. Mm-hmm.
Now, talking about buyers, what is different with you?
So I think with our buyers, we have a great knowledge and we have the ability, again, because we have a lot of access to different MLSs, we have the ability to be able to search more in depth for a buyer's preferred type of property, location, price point, and the such. And I know that within our brokerage, we have a lot of agents that also do work with developers and builders. How about if you share with us some of your agents' experiences? Because I can share great depth information about my team, but I know that our audience, well, I feel our audience would love to know what our other agents are doing.
Yeah, well, like you said, we work with developers, with investors, some here locally, some from other countries, international, foreign ones, mainly Mexico, right? So some of our agents have either have that contacts because family and friends, or they've been promoting out of the states. We also members of associations, right? That we have the Builders Association here in the Valley. We're member of the association, and we participate in events with all these developers and investors, and that help us to create that relationship to start working with them, right? And it has an office, I think. So what we do, and that we know our market, we know the Valley, we know what's going on, what are the new projects. We try to go to all these events from different cities and to understand what's going on, how it's moving, so we can offer those that knowledge to investors or people who's new in the valley that want to invest, and we can share with them what is the opportunities right now here.
Yeah. And I think we've seen a lot of growth with like the fourplex community. And I think at our meeting last week, or maybe the week before, how rentals have gone up and they're just multiplying. And I think we see that because of the fourplex expansion that we've had. And I think it's important also to mention that that is, while we don't do property management, we also help clients rent properties or list properties for rent.
That's a good point. We just don't sell and help people to purchase, but also we help property owners to lease their properties, right? How the process work? The lease is you. If I'm a property owner and I want to go with you to help me to to lease my property, what would you do to make that happen?
So for rental, is that?
Yes.
So rental properties, we use the same process as listing it for sale, except that it's listed for rent. So we list them through the MLS process. We do professional photography, we do videos, we do marketing to help to help bring renters. And part of the process, I think it's important to mention for individuals or investors who are looking to list their properties for rent, is that we use the app to screen potential tenants.
Rent
So
spree in this
Rent
case.
Spree, yes, we use Rent Spree. And so it's important to mention, I think, that we're able to screen for rental history, for criminal history, for financials, so that we're able to bring a qualified potential tenant, to a landlord.
So if I'm
Mhm.
a property owner, the marketing part is similar to selling a property.
Mhm.
The important part is how you screen the people who's gonna move into my house, right?
Correct. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
sorry.
and at the end of the day, it is up to the landlord whether or not they want to accept a particular tenant application. Hmm.
What if I'm the person looking for a house, for an apartment? How you can help me in that sense?
So if we're looking for an apartment or even rental of vacant land, sometimes individuals are looking for vacant land or a home. We have, again, the same process that we use to help individuals who are buying, except that we're using the process to look for rentals. We can identify a price point, a location. Let's say we have someone who is employed at the UTRGV system and they want to stay within a certain radius. We're able to find properties that are within a particular radius of any landmark, or any address.
Um, with your experience, now we're talking about leases here in the valley, because, like you said, maybe after COVID, or maybe a little before COVID, we have this explosion of fourplexes going here, and also rents went up, right?
Hmm.
Um, how long is taking average here in the valley to a property, talking about apartments or homes, to be rented?
So it is a very competitive market right now for landlords, just generally speaking. So it's important to have, and I'm gonna preface your question with this comment. I think it's important to have a competitive, marketable uh, offer, for potential tenants. So maybe someone who's offering maybe 1 month free rent, or even splitting a deposit. That property may get rented a little bit faster, but properties are on the market for several months, even just depending on location, price point, and condition. Hmm.
And all these are things that you suggest to your sellers, right?
To our landlords,
To your
yes.
landlord,
Hmm.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
talking about leases.
Yes, so we do a comprehensive market analysis, even for renters, for tenants, and for landlords. And we make just a guided suggestion. Of course, the client always gets that final decision, but based on the market analysis, we're able to offer our expertise on suggestions how they may be able to rent it a little bit sooner.
Okay, well, I appreciate all this. Um, we give a big picture of to all our followers that what is SANETI Realty, right?
Mhm.
So before we go, what you will set just those maybe key points that we already talked about: selling, buying, investment, and leases. What somebody that doesn't have already a realtor, or maybe even if they have a realtor, why they should look at us?
Well, let me also just add that we are not soliciting anyone that is already working with a realtor.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
say
correct.
that.
Yeah.
And now I can answer your question. So I think just from what we do in our brokerage, and of course what we do at the LCG Realty Group, we are able to lead our clients with expertise, market knowledge, confidence, and just options, whether you're a buyer or a seller. So it's important, and I always let my clients know, or potential clients, it's important to explore the options and find out if we're a good fit. But I think just with our systems that we have in place, the local market knowledge that we have, it would be an injustice not to explore what we can do for clients or potential agents who are looking to relocate to a new brokerage.
I'm glad you bring that up because when you just mentioned it, and you know me, right? When we have an interview with an agent, I always tell them that hey, with this is SANETI Realty, but there is another option. So just go and check out and then compare, and maybe if you want to come back here, you can come back here, right?
Yes.
So Elsa, thank you for being in this our first podcast in English because we already have one in Spanish. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. For all the people looking at us, we are looking for our YouTube channel, The Realty Talk with SANETI Realty. Check the information on the bottom of this video, our website, phone numbers, and Elsa's information.
Yes, be sure to like, follow, and share.
Thank you.